Give me the next 8 minutes and I will help you make the most of your 20s and your 30s.
This is not feel-good advice. This is real-world advice about money, focus, risk, work, and the choices that shape your life. If you are trying to build something meaningful, this video is for you. But the biggest lessons do not come from the wins. They come from failed businesses, bad decisions, wasted time, self-doubt, and learning how success actually works. So in this video, I want to share the advice I wish someone had given me much earlier. The first lesson is this: take asymmetric bets. When you are young, especially in your 20 seconds, you can afford to take bigger swings. Your downside is usually much smaller than you think, and your upside can completely change your life. This is one of the few stages in life where taking more chances becomes your biggest advantage. A lot of people hold back because they are scared of failing, not because the risk is too high, but because they are afraid of being judged. They worry about what other people will think. But the truth is, most of those people will not matter a few years from now. And here is what most people miss. You never truly start from zero again, even when something fails. You keep the skill, the lessons, the experience, so every risk you take leaves you better than before. Most people think success happens in one big moment, one lucky break, one perfect opportunity, one giant leap. But real success is built step by step. It is like building a bridge, brick by brick. You move forward. You fall. You fix it. And you keep going. From the outside, it looks sudden. But from the inside, it is years of work. I had 9 failed businesses before one worked. And many of those failures were happening at the same time. So if you feel like you are failing right now, it does not mean you are broken. It means you are still building. The second lesson: do not blindly follow your passion. Passion sounds good, but it is vague. Skill is clearer. Most of the time, passion comes after competence. People love success, but not the repetition that creates it. They love the game, but not the drills. They love the dream, but not the routine. And that is where most people stop. Your passions will also change over time. So instead of chasing one perfect thing forever, focus on what you are good at and what people pay for. The third lesson: get very good at one thing. If someone wanted to stay broke, they would start many things and master none. Focus creates results. Depth creates leverage. For a long time, I thought being busy meant progress. I had multiple businesses, multiple projects, constant activity, but I had no clarity. I was feeding my ego, not building my future. Everything changed when I focused on one thing. It was painful. I had to cut distractions, walk away from things, let go of identity. But that is where real progress began. If you want to impress people who know nothing, talk about how many things you do. If you want to impress people who are successful, show how good you are at one thing. The fourth lesson: stop confusing networking with progress. There is a time to explore and a time to go deep. And when it is time to go deep, you must respect it. If you have to choose between networking and working, choose the work. Because if the work wins, the people will come later. As you grow, your circle gets smaller, not because you dislike people, but because your standards rise. And if you want respect, do not talk. Execute. Work ethic is universal. People help those who actually move. The fifth lesson: money loves speed. Most people wait too long to decide. They want certainty, but by the time you have certainty, the opportunity is gone. It is better to decide fast, make mistakes, and fix them, than to sit and overthink. Indecision is expensive. The thing slowing you down is not the work. It is the delay before starting. Shorten the gap between knowing and doing. The 6th lesson. Pay off your ignorance debt. Not knowing what you need to know is expensive. Every skill you avoid costs you. An expert is just someone who made more mistakes. Failure is not the opposite of growth. It is the price of it. The 7th lesson. Stop living for invisible judges. Most limits are not real. They are opinions you gave too much power to. Ask yourself, whose voice is in your head, and why does it control your decisions? The 8th lesson. Get over your excuses. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, it is harder for some people. But the real question is, what are you going to do now? You can use your past as an excuse or as fuel. One protects your ego. The other builds your future. The 9th lesson. Solve bigger problems. Bigger problems bring more pressure, more pain, more uncertainty, but they also bring bigger outcomes. Pain is constant. Growth is painful. Staying stuck is painful. Decline is painful. So choose the pain that moves you forward. And here is the truth. There is less competition at the top than you think, because most people quit before they even start. The 10th lesson. Obsession is misunderstood. People call it obsession. But it is just effort. Extraordinary results require different behavior, and that is fine. You are not building an average life. The 11th lesson. Work smart and work hard. Smart alone is not enough. Hard alone is not enough. The combination wins. There is a certain amount of work required. You either spread it across decades or compress it. The 12th lesson. Accept boredom. Success is built in repetition, routine, consistency, discipline. That is why people quit, because it does not feel impressive in the moment. Winning happens in silence. No applause, no attention, just consistency. And the final lesson. Accept sacrifice. Everything is a trade. Time is your biggest currency. Every hour you spend is a vote for your future. There is no perfect way to live your 20s and 30s. You either chase comfort or build something meaningful. Both have a cost. So if I had to compress everything into one message, figure out what you want. Ignore the noise. Choose one path. Take more shots. Move faster. Work harder. Do more. And success becomes inevitable. That is how you make the most of your 20s and your 30s.